Hi Capricorn, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this bonus reading, which is going to cover the Pisces Transit moving into the sign of Saturn, March 7th, 2023, all the way until February 13th, 2026. There is a time where there will be Saturn retrograding for a few months in August of 2025, but once we get to February 2026, we will be done with this transit. So Capricorn, before we get into it, thanks so much for joining me. If you haven't already liked, subscribed, commented, given my videos a thumbs up, really love if you would. There's lots of content here on Scorpio Soul Time, lunation cycles, new moon and full moon readings. I also do bonus readings like this one, as well as beginning tarot. That's where many of you all find me. I have one video that I just love, which is my major arcana video, which I have gotten tons of comments about how helpful it was. So please take a look in the playlist on my channel to see how you can begin tarot reading if you want to know what each card means sign by sign. Each one is really helpful. Okay, Cap, so we're going to get right into it. Remember, Pisces was in, or I should say Sagittarius was in Aquarius since March of 2020. We all know what happened in March of 2020. This was definitely a time where Saturn, with regulation, with needing to figure out where we were, not only with ourselves, but with our community, all the rules and regulations. Remember, Saturn symbolizes boundaries and limits. So there definitely is this shift now with Saturn moving into Pisces, because Pisces is that last water sign, which is emotional, but it's also ruled by Neptune, which can be delusion. It can be mental health and psychosis and those type of themes. So just be aware if you have any type of regulatory rules or anything, we're going to see a lot of that come out. But be aware of if you feel like you're being manipulated at work or with your family, or just be aware if you're manipulating someone else. Those could come up during this transit. Okay, so what we're going to do, Capricorn, is we're going to pull 2 cards for each of the years and then pull an overarching theme card. So in 2023, we have the Star card. Many signs getting this, Capricorn, which makes sense since Saturn was in Aquarius. The Star card represents that Aquarius theme. So good to see that coming out in your first year here, as well as the 10 of Wands. So ending some type of cycle there with the Aquarius themes. Once we get to 24, we do have the Tower card. So between 24 and 25, don't be surprised if you have some type of themes that come out, some type of news, shocking events could occur, as well as the King of Swords. With both of those in reverse, don't be surprised if the regulations or mental, I feel like there's some type of mental games or mental information that comes out in 24, 25 for you all, Capricorn, that could really shift how you perceive yourself or how you react to the situation. By the time we get into 25, 26, you do have the 7 of Wands in reverse. So possibly feeling like you're needing to take on something all on your own. And lastly, the Page of Pentacles. So possibly hearing some type of news about some new career opportunity, a job, money, possibly coming in at the end of 2026. But it looks like you're going to need to go through all of this before you're going to really get to that money news there at the end of 2026. Let's pull an overarching theme card here, Capricorn. It's interesting that you have a lot of reversals, Capricorn. In fact, your only upright cards are the Star card at the very beginning and the Page of Pentacles at the very end. So interesting to see that. So let's see what area of life Spirit wants us to concentrate on. Whew, look at that. You got another Tower. So you have the Tower card here, that 24, 25 time, and you have an overarching theme of the Tower. So Capricorn, I'm going to say that this is probably symbolizing Pluto. Pluto has been in you all's sign of Capricorn for the last 20 years and will move out in March and move into the sign of Aquarius. So I do think there's going to be major shifts for you all, Capricorn. I think many of you all are going to see this shift. It may be like abrupt, or it may take this 2.5 years to kind of culminate. But overall, Capricorn, I think for you all, you're starting off 23 and 24 with like this burden that you're tired of carrying. And I feel like that Aquarius energy and Saturn moving away from Aquarius or out of Aquarius is going to help you kind of release all of this baggage that you've been carrying. But once you get into 24 and 25, some type of decision makers are going to come into the picture, and this could be at your work, this could be in your community. There's some kind of shakeups that is going to be occurring, and it's going to start possibly by the end of 23 into 24, and maybe even carrying into 25 since you have that Tower card. I do think that there's going to be a point where you yourself are going to have to figure out how do you kind of like take control yourself. Don't worry about the collective, meaning like this could, if it's dealing with a job, you may need to move or leave that job. There's something that you're going to take control on your own self that could bring in more money, or news of more money, or resources, or freedom is going to come about. But I do think, Capricorn, overall, you all are going to have a bumpy few years. I feel like since you have that Tower card twice, don't be surprised if it's multiple events that kind of lead to like a domino effect. But I do feel like, Capricorn, it's going to be really positive at the end. It's kind of like, you know, Saturn teaches you these lessons, and then by the time you come out on the other end, you look back and realize you needed to go through that. So that's really what yours is representing. You kind of start off with this really positive letting go energy, but then throughout the course of these years, you're going to have some real shockers of news that come in that's going to put you in a much better place. So Capricorn, I would say take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, and just see how this energy plays out in other areas of your life. Okay, Capricorn, I'll talk to you later.